So as far as that, there's a statement that I actually saw about this album. It just said, for a very, very long time, Jay-Z has been wearing a diamond-studded yet very, very tightly worn mask. That mask has hidden the vulnerability, honesty, and the layered humility of the man named Sean Carter. So they're trying to say masks off, like Future said, but mask is off now. You know what I'm saying? The real vulnerable Sean Carter has come out on this album. That's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are interpreting this album as. And you're just saying it's a farce. It's not what it seems.
It's vulnerability for the sake of profit, not vulnerability for the sake of self-healing and real apology.
Wow.
That's what I feel. And like I said, I don't know Jay-Z's heart. These are all things that's speculatory to me. But it just feels like the person who did this, that's just like Ike Turner now coming out with a woman's movement. Would you go to a empowerment, women's empowerment, that the keynote speaker was Ike Turner?
Yeah.
Exactly. So how the fuck are you going to let this dude who been telling you bitches ain't shit and pimp these hoes and all of these things, and I'm selling dope, I'm from the projects, big drug dealers, all of these things, just the last 15 albums, to come to you now and straighten up his hat and put his black fist up and take his chains off and now say he's down with the blacks. All this time he's just been playing the puppet. So either way to me is either way is worse. So if what you're saying is true, he really has changed and he realized the error of his ways, then you was misleading us for 20 years and you was a puppet and you did more detriment than this one album can do. You can't fix 20 years of negativity with one positive statement. My man said earlier, oh yeah, you could save one life, or if one person hears this album and changes their life. Yeah, if one person hears this album and goes and buys a Picasso painting and saves it for their kids, then he's accomplished his goal. No, black people still suffering, black people still dying, black people, and now all you did was disconnect the youth by calling them out for the things that they think is cool instead of showing them a different way. Show a different way. You just antagonize a whole group of people who already feel like the old folks don't get them. Like if you look at Lil Yachty's new video, I know nobody in this whole thing has seen it, but I've seen it. He made a whole video about all the old rappers like Run DMC and all them in the old folks' home. Him and his homeboy pushing them down the hall and pushing them into the wall and all that type of shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's Lil Yachty's new song. Like basically, fuck y'all old rapper niggas, because we getting money.
So you got two new guys that just ended there, Clay Davis and Gary G Money Joyner. G Money Joyner said, who's this idiot on the phone?
Okay, Clay, first of all, I just see Clay said this dude wouldn't listen to Malcolm because he was a form of past aggression. No, Malcolm X didn't date a white woman and kill people and then the next day become Malcolm X. It was a progression. So now I will listen to Malcolm because he did do all those things, and now I can agree with that. Jay-Z switched from last year to this year, and he's totally changed. I didn't see a progression. All musically, maybe in the real world he made a progression and he did some things and investments and different things, but musically, when you're judging him from his last album to this album, there is no progression. He just went from B to C, and that's not. I don't agree with that.
Wow. And once again, he is not a Jay-Z hater. Everybody keeps getting that misinformation.
No,
he just said 444 is not a good album.
I just said it's not a great album. And all of the things that I think people think it's a great album for, them couple of little catchphrases and one-liners that he threw out doesn't make this a great album. It's not a great listen. It's not an album that I want to put on and just ride to. It's just an okay album.
Well, Buff said my ex-squad leadership is in question for bringing you on. Nah, he got his point, though. He got his point, Buff. I mean, he got an opinion. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? If we all roll on the same opinion, then shit, we don't have no podcast. We don't have no debate here. You know what I'm saying?
I promise y'all all one thing. when y'all see the true nature of Sean Carter, and y'all see that all of this was just a financial ploy, and all the bullshit comes out from behind the scenes. I don't want all y'all coming in here talking about, damn, G was right. Damn, get Kysii, get G back on it so we can tell him he was right. Because you're going to see that this was a financial ploy, and all of this was just for show.
So you saying the next album ain't gonna be nothing like this? It's gonna be normal Jay-Z back to business.
Of course. He gonna be right back to the same old shit. Wow. This was just because he had to follow up with Lemonade with something positive. You couldn't follow Lemonade with the Billionaires Boys Club and goddamn Dope Boys and the Dope Boys. You can't come out with that.
Hey, G Money. He called you a doofus. Hey, G Money, call in, bro. What is he? What he got to say? He's calling you out of here. What you call it?
Right, yeah. I see he say I'm a doofus, but he can't prove me wrong.
There's a number. Let's see if he's going to call you.
I need him to tell me that this is a great album, and it's good front to back, and this is one of Jay-Z's best works. This is like Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club. Well, this is the album that I wanted. This is the album that I needed.
Well, in reality, look at what we got right now as far as the musical platform. There's no album that is satisfying you. Even Kendrick Lamar, as great as an album as it was, it didn't necessarily satisfy you. I'm talking about your soul.
Me. It satisfied my soul for real. I can listen to Kendrick Lamar album all day.
What did he say? What message you get out of a Kendrick Lamar album?
What do you mean? What message did I get?
I mean, it was lyrical, but what did you get out of it? What can you pull out of the album right now that you could tell me? Yeah, man, he said this and that, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Outside of some dope lyrics, not to say he's awesome lyricist, but I'm saying message-wise. Remember in the 70s, in the 80s, and the 90s, music had messages. I ain't necessarily talking about hip-hop. I'm talking about what's going on, Marvin Gaye. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about music like that where it had messages and meanings. This is a rap album with songs that actually have messages and meanings. And when's the last time we had that?
Well, all songs have messages and meanings. It's just they have positive messages and meanings in this album.
Hold on, G Money. G Money called you a doofus, but I ain't never listened to the album.
Right. See what I'm talking about? But I'm the doofus. I'm the doofus. He ain't never even heard the damn album. All he did was heard somebody saying something bad about Jay-Z. Now he gonna jump in and chime in for Jay-Z. He said your perspective will change when you have children. Nigga, I got 3 children. What the fuck is he talking about? See what I'm talking about?
He's talking about Jay-Z's perspective. He's talking about Jay-Z's perspective after he had
No, he said your perspective.
No, but he's just saying that in general. A person's
he's saying your perspective changed when you got 3 children.
When you have children, right?
No, your perspective should change when you get out of your situation in the projects and learn that there's a bigger world out there, which Jay-Z has been out of for at least 10 to 12 years. The fuck is he talking about? Jay-Z been a millionaire for years, but his perspective just magically changed the year after Lemonade came out and the year after he got his own subscription service. That's what I'm saying. A motherfucker that's like the dude who instantly became conscious now after he, you know what I'm saying? After, like when your homeboy got shot. You was dealing drugs on like KRS-One. KRS-One was criminal minded until his homeboy got shot. Then he became the most educated motherfucker on the earth.
So what I'm saying is, damn, Clay, you in here tripping too. Clay said you heard the album. There's nothing new, but
it's
you firing shots.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are acting like Common and Most Def and Black Thought and Roots and all these people, all these conscious rappers haven't already did this album, said all these same things about the black people and to treat the woman better and shit. Common had more conscious stuff than this. All them albums, and I never really liked Common, but it's better than this shit.
So what I'm saying is, basically what you're saying about the album is not living, the hype is not deserved. But what I'm saying is, as far as him as a person, he's walking that life. He's actually he's doing the deals. He's making the business moves. He's actually living that life. He's having kids. He's the family man. He's doing all of that stuff. So I'm saying
he's been doing that, Kysii. He's been doing that. How long he been married to Beyonce?
But his album, that's what I'm saying. But his albums don't necessarily reflect his lifestyle. So when he turns around and does an album that reflects his real life, I'm saying you criticize it because it's unbelievable.
It's opportunistic. You've been married to Beyonce for years. Blue's like 5 years old. You've been a billionaire. You own a basketball team. You've been out of that life for years. Why now all of a sudden, now you conscious, now you care about the black people? Get the fuck out of here, man. Now you care about OJ? Now you care about all that shit? Come the fuck on, man.
I don't know, man. I mean,
that's
was a good
what I'm saying, man. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Jay-Z really has found himself and all. And if that's the case, then we have to look forward to a whole bunch of more mediocre albums. I can't dance to this shit. I don't really want to ride to the shit. I'm like, the only purpose for this album was to apologize to Beyonce and tell people to buy art and stop killing and squandering all their money at the strip club. But he's the one that started all that. He's the one that started throwing money in the fucking air. That was him doing that every concert, throwing $1,000 out every concert.
So why he can't shut it down? What's wrong with him shutting it down?
He can. I don't have a
That's
problem.
what Kill
with
Jay-Z is about. The first song of the album.
It's like it's instantaneous. It's an instantaneous change.
How else is he supposed to do it? He's supposed to do 3 albums.
It should be a gradual change. This should be like we got Blueprint 3. We should have Change Jay-Z 1. Like, all right now, with just Jay-Z 1, and then we got Jay-Z 2 with Sean Carter 5. Something. I just can't. I don't believe it. I don't believe him. He need more people. This nigga said fire change Richard Pryor. Shit happened.
Hey man.
Hey, like I said, that's just my opinion. I'm not here to be on no soapbox. All I'm saying is the man has built a legacy of being the dope boy from Marcy Projects and spewing all this negativity, and we've been supporting it and been behind it all this time. Now he say one thing conscious and like he the voice of black people. This is what black people need to hear. Man, people been talking about this shit for years. For years. Since Trayvon Martin and all this shit, since Obama became the president, ain't nobody gave a fuck. Now all of a sudden Jay-Z say it, Common and them been saying it, people, Tribe Called Quest was saying it, Native Tongues was saying it. Shit, the Jungle Brothers was saying it. Back in 1990, X-Clan was saying it. Public Enemy was saying it. Nobody gave a fuck. And did it way funkier. This is just a spoken word album. Apology to all of y'all for stealing y'all money all these years.
He was a hate. That's your final words on him, man. You and your hate. Anyway.
That's not hate. It's not hate, it's reality. And y'all will see it for itself. A tiger can't change his spots. Hey. What's worse? A nigga who don't deal drugs showing me a black positive image, or a nigga who's still a fucking thug and cheating on his wife telling me he apologized and he's conscious now. I'd rather hang with the drug dealer.
Yeah, my man RC said we care when PE said it.
No, you didn't, because we still was killing niggas, and we still made NWA one of the biggest rap groups of all time. The people who invented nigga in rap, because before NWA, nobody even said nigga in raps. Let's talk about that. We'll do that the next time. Straight out of bullshit.
Hey man, where can we find you, man, on social media? Your shit about to blow up. What's your Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter at Real People Music. You find me on Instagram at Real People Movies, with the real is spelled REEL. But on Twitter it's just Real People Music. And Facebook is just Glenn Hicks. And I don't care. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. I don't duck and dodge nobody. And this because all these are just my opinions. And if you don't like it, unfortunately, then it is what it is. I'm sorry if I offended anyone with my vulgar language and my my verbosity.